Alright, so here we go. This is Agent Hugo Lemon Twist and 8% to start off our meme block here, is what I'm calling it. Oh no.
Agent Hugo, we were all...
Good luck.
Agent Hugo, use them.
So, we're gonna start off. This whole run's just gonna be a lot of rolling because it's the fastest form of movement. And if the game would like to load.
Good luck.
Agent Hugo.
So I haven't actually done a run of this since I got world record 6 months ago. So this is gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Careful, Agent Hugo.
I watched my record run, and it's what I thought it was, so, you know, we're gonna see how this goes, and hopefully something good happens. I guess I should kind of explain what this game is. So, I skipped through all the text box, but basically the story going on here is there's an evil scientist that has hypnotized all these animals with these hypno machines right here that I have to destroy at the end of each level. And we basically have to stop his evil plot to take over the world. Now, the reason I'm not hypnotized, if I'm remembering correctly, is because of this special suit that the main character wears. That's powered by lemons. Now, you don't have to collect the lemons. They aren't necessary. It's just, you know, it's just part of that deep lore. And here, the running boots actually are faster than rolling, so we're not going to roll with them. Now, there are tricks in this. There's what we call gate skips, so there's none in the first world, is what I'm gonna call it. And basically what they are is, instead of pressing the button, because the game designers didn't make the invisible wall high enough, you can actually get enough height to jump over the gates. And the time save from this adds up quite a bit.
luck.
Other than that, it's just really rolling. If your roll ends off of an edge, you carry your momentum into the air and you start walking, and you can actually get a faster jump out of that. So that's another piece of movement tech that I'm gonna be trying to do. So like right there, I actually went farther on a normal jump than I would have otherwise.
Trolls rule. Great job.
I hope that... No, the game's not too loud. And so that's it for World 1. Each world has 3 levels. So the game only ends up being about an hour long.
Good luck.
Agent Hugo, be careful. The Snap plant was created by Dr. Hypno as a legal guard plant. Don't get too close.
Yeah, so as you see right there, Dr. Hypno is trying to take over the world. He's created Venus guard plants. It's really just a funny meme game that I started doing with friends, and I decided, let's throw it in. So we're coming up to our first hamster ball section, and now this is one of these sections are the buggiest because how the ball physics work, okay? You can jump when the game classifies the ball is on the ground. However, for some unknown reason, the ball bounces a bit that you can't actually see, and so it's not actually on the ground, so there's times where you can't jump. Because of this, it makes the sections really hard. Especially when there's the crates that explode in the way. Like these ones.
I'm unstoppable.
Now, I believe our first gate skip is coming up soon. Yeah, so our first gate skip is right here. See? They didn't put the invisible wall high enough so you can jump over it or get a stand point like that. And that saves about 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how many buttons you have to press, and because of how many gates there are. You save like a minute or something doing all of them. Like, it's big for how short this game is. Some interesting trivia too, so I'm not actually playing on the PS2 version, I'm playing on the PC version because loads are faster. But so on the PS2 version though, all the lava in this level is bugged. So how it does damage to me for standing in it on this version, in the PS2 version you can stand in it and not take damage. It's like, the game, I don't know if it was a developer oversight or what, but yeah, the game is just really buggy and really broken. Oh, that was interesting.
Never mind. Good luck.
And then we have a gate skip right here. As you can see, we've had 3 gate skips in about 1 level. But it's kind of stupid, I'm gonna say, how broken this game is. We have a way to clip through all the gates, and I'm not doing it because of how precise it is, but essentially you put the camera so you're facing it, so like this, and then you'd roll at the gate and make the camera pass through it at the same time you hit it, which apparently tricks the game into thinking you just went through the gate, and so it puts you on the other side. Of course, with how precise it is, I don't do it. I've only been able to do it 2 or 3 times out of the hundreds of times that I've tried during practice.
Good luck. Yeehaw! I'm unstoppable.
Here we have a gate skip, so if you can get a standing point on this rock, which allows us to jump up here and literally jump right over that gate. I personally found that after the first one was discovered, because the first one was just too hard to get consistent. And so I screwed around and found that standing point.
Trolls rule.
Oh, look at that.
Careful.
So we have another gate skip here. I didn't get it. Oh, and this is the first of the 2 button gates. So keep that in mind. We'll be seeing those somewhat often now.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, other than that, this is basically the run. You get a helicopter suit starting in Mystic Ruins. And then in Bone Dry Desert and Snowcapped Mountain, a lot of the level becomes the power-ups.
I'm unstoppable.
See if I can get this gate skip. No.
Well done, partner. Good luck. Good luck. Careful.
Well, don't know why or how I did
Next
that,
time. Good luck.
but I did it. You should hopefully be able to tell by now that I haven't practiced, especially because I just went backwards to the beginning of the level, thanks to how the camera spawned me, or how the game spawned me with the camera. So I can't see anything right now. There we go. There we go, that's better. So here's our first helicopter section,
Yeehaw!
or helipack. It's literally, you press X, or the jump button, to go up, let go of it to go down.
Trolls rule.
And that's all that section really is, so... You know, nothing fancy. Then up here, another gate skip is coming up. And this is an interesting one, so I'm gonna roll right here, and I'm just, as you saw, I'm just gonna stand on the air. I didn't get it. That's because I stopped to take a look around at what I was doing, but yeah. That, you roll off the side of that mountain, and you just, it allows you to stand on the air. No punishment. And so you can just perform another double jump
Trolls rule.
right off the air and get up to a point of where had I kept going and hadn't stopped, I would have skipped the gate. Because I would have just concealed that much momentum. Also, there's a little skip right here, so there's triggers that take you off of your gadgets,
I'm
and
unstoppable.
well, the trigger there doesn't only extends along that cliffside. So you can actually just skip a gate and walking around that whole cliffside by just flying around the trigger. Like I did. So, you know, that's fun.
Good luck.
So here I'm gonna roll and skip a platform, or not. Nor you can roll and skip that platform and get here early. I'm also gonna be taking all that damage because it won't kill me, as you can see. And opening that gate is easy. Here I can just roll in between that. Nothing real big. You can also, so I couldn't do it there. Some of these gates, the triggers to go into the gadget once more don't go totally up. So some of the gates you can jump over, but it's slower to jump over them because most of the time the gadget, unless it's the invincibility suit, is faster than your normal moving speed and your rolling speed.
Trolls rule.
You'll also see that I'm skipping checkpoints. I can cut corners more if I skip them as well. They put checkpoints so close together in this game that it doesn't matter if I miss one. Like, there's gonna be a checkpoint right after this door, pretty much. As you can see, checkpoint, even though there was one not even 5 minutes ago. And on top of that, you know, it's hard to even die in this game. So the amount of checkpoints is, in my opinion, too generous. Like, you see there's one right there. And then there's another one right here. The game was designed for kids, so I can understand it, but a lot of games were designed for kids. Some have way less checkpoints than this game. First button, second button.
Great job! Good luck!
I was gonna go back for that one, but I decided not to. I just out of the way. And there's a checkpoint after every single gate and before every gadget, almost, so I'm not gonna waste time. Or at least I'm gonna try not to. If I die, well, I die.
I'm unstoppable!
And then, yeah, we have another gadget section right after that one ended. They put them very close together, so as you can see, most of this level now has mostly just been gadget sections. And right as I say that,
Never mind.
I die.
Good luck.
Bit of karma right there.
I'm unstoppable.
And then right here, so normally you're supposed to go all the way around. You don't have to. You can literally just jump up right there and get it. Got it. I wasn't sure if I had enough momentum, but I went for it anyways. Also, so I'm rolling backward. I rolled backward there blind to get through the spikes. It's just, once more, it's faster. Now we got another ball rolling section, so gonna hope that ball physics work and I can jump. Ooh, that was close. Here we have another gate skip. Jump up here, jump up here, jump over the gate. And that's Mystic Ruins.
Great job. Good luck. Good luck. Trolls rule.
There's also a few other differences in the PS2 version to PC version. So, the PC version, I'm convinced, is more complete due to, at a certain part in this level, or the level after this, there's a gate that's not, there's like a fence on a ledge that's not there on the PS2 version, and that stops us from actually doing a gate skip. Yeah, it's right there.
Let's try again. Good luck.
So normally you can literally just jump over the gate from right here where this button is, so we wouldn't press the two. But PC version has the gate, or the fence there, so it's impossible. So I'm personally convinced that the PC version, because of that, and because of the lava actually working in Jump and Jungle, that the PC version is much, much more complete.
Trolls rule.
And then here, you'll see me taking damage, so I can jump on top of that cactus. And then jump up here, and then... No, didn't get it. You can gate skip that as well. I just ran into the collision of the wall. There's another area like that. I'm actually surprised I almost made that,
Better luck next time. Good
because
luck.
I didn't mean to go that far. Once more, you can You can just skip that pit. I did it with another one earlier. So you can gate skip here with a roll jump. I am not attempting it though because it's too hard for me. I've tried. And I can't time the roll right. I either get the roll too early or too late. The hedgehogs here are dicks. Because they just knock me right off the platform. It's not fun.
Well done, partner.
But, you know,
Good luck.
we just gotta deal with them.
Yeehaw!
You'll see me also jumping off of those
I'm unstoppable.
downward slopes. Because you conceal momentum through your jump, you actually get farther faster by jumping off the downward slopes than running down them, even with the super speed shoes. And yes, in case you're wondering, there is an invisible ceiling until right here. Also, these holes are bigger on PC version. One of the runners was actually complaining to me about that a long time ago.
Yeehaw! I'm unstoppable.
I'm surprised I hit that, because it didn't look like I even landed on it. Wow, my toe touched it. Okay. Let's continue with that luck. I'm not necessarily sure how I slipped between that
Good
crack,
luck.
but I did. Once more, I'm just skipping the moving platform. It's slower, and I have enough height and momentum to make the gap anyways. So, we can't skip these gates. The devs were actually smart. And instead of it just being the gate, there's a whole wall. And there's no way to get high enough.
Yeehaw!
So the devs got smart there, but they kind of lose that smartness later on.
Yeehaw!
And yes, we just did have a helicopter section back to back.
I'm unstoppable!
Oh my lord. I can't believe I actually just screwed that up. And then we have one more level in Bone Dry Desert.
Good luck! Yeehaw! Trolls rule!
This platform we can literally just double jump onto, which I'm failing at horribly right now. As we can all see, I just fell that horribly.
Better luck next time. Good luck!
See if I can do it. Probably not. Probably gonna die again, but we'll see. Nope, got it that time.
Careful! I'm unstoppable!
I actually can't believe I was an idiot. Button. So here's a fun jump. So we can jump on up here, or we can jump onto that platform. Both are hard jumps. Jumping up through the gate is faster but harder because of the angle you have to take.
I'm unstoppable!
Come on. There we go.
Careful!
Sorry for the air rape if that happened. Warning to headphone users. Explosions are loud. This did not include Michael Bay, but should have. Actually, no, that's the right way. We have another gate skip here. Same premise. This one's actually easier because this cliff literally goes right above the gate. I think that you could probably walk it, but I'm not gonna try it ever.
Trolls rule. Great job. Good luck. Good luck.
So here, I didn't get it. So you saw during the cutscene that I was actually floating on the above the button. This happens when your roll ends right as you touch the button. And because the cutscene ended right as your roll ended, you have that ending momentum from the roll, and you're floating. So you carry all that ending momentum. Now, had I jumped, I would have... Actually, wrong way. Had I jumped, I would have got a...
Careful.
what I call a button momentum jump. I didn't get that gate skip. And all it does is it lets me go farther after hitting the button. It saves like a second or two compared to normal rolling or walking, but it's not really important.
Better luck next time.
Thanks, ball physics. Also, there's a example of a bad respawn, or a bad camera at respawn, so it's not me screwing up the camera. It's the game being bad and broken. Those guys are mean and throw snowballs at you. Oh, so a mechanic that can only happen here in Snowcap. As you saw earlier, I got frozen. So if you stay on the ice for too long, you get frozen.
I'm unstoppable.
And this can actually soft lock you. On my very first run of the game, I didn't know about that mechanic. And I actually got soft locked. And had to start the level all over. Also, ball physics not working again.
Good luck.
Also, I respawned into that. I didn't have a choice to move. It just, I respawned into it. That wasn't how I soft locked myself. or how I got soft locked, but that does happen. This is also the longest ball section in the game. And I'm not joking when I say that. I am positive that there's no ball section longer than that one.
Good luck.
Nice. You can, as you can see, you can fall down there. And I don't like falling down there. Because then I get pelted with snowballs from below and from above at the same time. Alright, so here I'm gonna get the checkpoint first. So, damn it. So, as you can see, that platform gives you, or the conveyor belt gives you enough momentum to roll across. I didn't get it there, rolled late. But yeah, you can get enough momentum to jump across. And every time that I get a bad platform spawn, I'm just gonna go for it. Too far to the left.
Better luck.
Yes, I know this is losing me time.
So I missed this earlier, but we had a $284 donation from Anonymous just with a message of 1500 hype.
Try again.
Thank you for that so much.
Good luck.
That is insane. So, once again, like Sai just said, thank you. We appreciate all the donations, since all of our funds are going to St. Jude's. So please, keep them up, any donations that you have.
Let's try again. Good luck. Trolls rule.
I guess I should also explain the mechanics of these lasers. They're not important right now, but when I get to Blackthorn Island, the lasers are going to be everywhere. Now, most of these lasers you can go around in this level. On Blackthorn Island, there are lasers that, because of their function, they do constant damage in a straight line. Well, it's not even a straight line, it's in an up and down radius. You can't dodge some of them, because they put it where it would look like you can walk under them, but you still take damage, and you can't jump over them. Also, nice camera game. But for the most part, currently, those lasers are avoidable.
Well done. Good luck.
So this is this little shortcut. That is like, that's just a built-in shortcut. I'm not sure why they put it there, because it makes the game so less difficult. But they put it there so we can just avoid most of the bombs.
Trolls rule.
I believe that's actually the first armadillo that we've seen. And another ball section.
Trolls
Once
rule.
more, the ball sections from now on are very short. Alright. So, you can gate skip here. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I did get it.
Yeehaw!
And then Blackthorn also has a few gate skips. So, this is where I soft locked. Right. And it's because I'm guessing how the freezing functions is while you're on the ice, you can break out when you get frozen, but once you move off the ice, you can't. And so what happened is, when I got froze, I had momentum, and that carried me off the ice, and I got hit by one of the bombs. And I'm assuming this locked my stay into that of being damaged and being in the ice, and so I couldn't take any damage, and I couldn't break myself out of the ice by spamming the jump button. It was very, very weird how it happened.
Well done. Good luck.
And so this is the final level before the only boss, the only and final boss of the game. It's basically the boss's base.
Good luck.
Now, there was a gate skip found for this area. If you take damage from an armadillo, you can, for some reason, stand on the armadillo, get up to these pipes, and jump over the gate. I've never been able to stand on an enemy on the PC version after taking damage, so I think that's PS2 only. And as you see, now instead of lava, there's acid, and there's lasers, and spike traps everywhere. Like, it goes from you can avoid, like, most things to have fun trying to avoid everything. So that laser right there, you can't jump over it. It's impossible. You still take damage. And so even though it looked like I should have been able to walk or roll under it and take damage, I still took damage. It's just that one, those lasers mechanics are bugged. And we're going to be seeing a lot of those lasers. I think, yes, I did just go the wrong way. Right way's right here. We get invincibility boots, so we can walk through all the bombs. No, we want to go up this way. That's right. Sorry to headphone users once more. I can't control how many of the bombs explode at one time when I'm in the super boots. It's just a thing that happens.
Let's try again. Good luck.
Now, I'm grabbing this checkpoint for safety purposes because this is where we come to a point where there becomes undodgeable lasers. And you can easily die to the lasers. Like here, you can skip them all. Right here, no. They just, like, they put so many that most of them are very hard, if not impossible, to skip. So those lasers you can jump over, those ones you can go under. Also, we have a gate skip here. We can, instead of pressing the button, which I will be pressing the first one, just in case, we can come and jump through that wall off the pipe.
Well done, partner. Good luck.
And all these last levels are relatively long, so this one will probably be another 5 minutes or so. And then the next one will also be a 5 minute or so. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough health to do this. It doesn't look like it, so I'll have to do it later. Later on, like right here. Or not, I'll just die.
Never mind. Good luck.
So I guess I will have just enough health to do it. So these railings you can jump over. And why this matters, okay, is because, well, if I were to have done it, you can literally jump off and then jump back on right there and skip skip most of the dangerous jumps on that, and you just take a little bit of damage. Fine, bye-bye, monkey.
I'm unstoppable.
So here, it's actually faster to come around here and hit the buttons. We miss a checkpoint, but the button is literally right here. And that's not even a joke. The button's right back there and right here, so instead of going all the way around, we just skip all of that and come to right here.
I'm unstoppable.
Here, they're very generous and give us basically a whole health refill in the checkpoint. And then here we're coming up on another gate skip. I'm gonna hit this button just in case, because sometimes I miss it. And jump right over that.
Well done. Good luck.
Alright, fine, let's try this strat. Oh, the thing pushed me off.
Careful.
There we go. I was doing the safe strat, but I fell.
Yeehaw!
So, we got a bad spike cycle here, which sucks, but that's okay. And now I'm going around this side. Well, I didn't get it. So I go around that side because the chickens, most of the time, will stay on the left and not notice you. But sometimes they don't. And I just unfortunately happened to get that sometimes luck. There we can skip going on the other platform by jumping with the platform's momentum. You're seeing me do a lot less rolling here. That's because of, and you probably already guessed, but it's because of all the explodey boxes. So we're nearing the end of Blackthorn 3. We just got this little section right here, and one more gate. Of course, I can always die anytime.
I'm unstoppable.
So these double lasers... And I died.
Let's try again. Good luck.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Alright. Shoot. Oh well. Now I have to come around to this side and jump on this one, which is fine. And then the button is right over here on this guy. Oh, did I not hit? Oh. Didn't hit that other button. Thought I did. And then the end of the level is right here. And we're on to the final boss.
Great job. Good luck.
So, the reason clipping through walls will save time in this run is because of this area, right here. Basically, there's about 3 or 4 gates just in this area before you get to face the boss. And so that's about 30 or 40 seconds of cutscenes that we have to watch before we actually get to fight him. So I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna wait for him. There. So we can only hit him when his little thing is down. The problem is, you can easily miss it. And then you have to wait all over again. And this is a lot of the times what will cost you runs that are on PV pace. Because it doesn't just stay in one place, it follows your character. And that's the run.
I did it! I can't believe it! I really did it!
Congratulations, Agent. You have saved the world again. I just don't know how you do it.
Skill, Miss Albright. Pure skill. Well, actually, I did have a little help from some friends.
Anytime, Agent Hugo.
We need to get that suit back to the lab ASAP. We can run some tests and have it in tip-top. Good luck.
Alright, so I guess Meech couldn't make it, so it's Men in Black time. So I'll just end the stream here so Sai can take over.